Now we're on the second.
Slow start to this round. Frozen starting to clear up towards top banana. There are 3 players here for Heat. It's kind of a little bit of a trap. They want the presence to come this way. Afro tucked in the corner. This is a really interesting way to play this. He's playing a bit of anti-flash. So waiting for the contact off of Djoko. And he's actually going to creep forward. There's the flashbang back in. Afro finds 2. torzsi, though, brings it back the other way. Those dualies didn't quite have the killing power Afro was hoping for. Couldn't find the headshots. That's going to leave it to Body here. Jumping through his crosshair. He's going to go up top. Oh, that's a great one. It's a good thing they were by coffins, because Body put someone in it. Bomby's going to go down. It's 2-on-2. Gangster's now picked up the dualies as well. No armor on these remaining 2 players, Alan, but it's going to be the headshots that Heat are looking for, so that shouldn't be massively impactful.
Lack of a kick could cause problems, but not if Jack's going to hit shots like those. Trade is good. Plenty of time. He pick up where they left off. 3 out of 3 pistols in this series so far. Well, they've been practicing in the pistol DM. That's safe to say.
I just love the fact that Heat are, despite the fact that they can't win here, right? They can win, but they can't make playoffs. They're showing great things in these setups. They're trying interesting setups. The way they play this back in, I mean, the flash back in's not that wild a theory. A lot of teams run it. Just the manner in which they're doing things. They're trying things. They're making things happen. They're being a little dynamic here. It's what we saw in Ancient as well. And I think it's maybe catching MOUZ off guard.
I don't think Heat know the meaning of a standard round.
No, that's true.
Everything's different. They're also trying to make a lot of reads. It's not just throwing a load of stuff at a dartboard and hoping something lands. It's more like every round they're thinking, what a MOUZ gonna do? Okay, we got a nice setup. We got a nice aggression, and same story will be on the pistols. They were ready for a B hit.
It's a big part of why this team's just so fun to watch. XSC, that might be a little bit cheeky. Might be a little bit much. Bit of an overextension. Should have a lineup here with Afro, though. Afro will start to put some pressure on. But they have given up brackets control, so good use of the utility early on. MOUZ finding the space. Not the damage yet. The space for sure. They're forcing the adjustments out. Afro on the arch side. He's going to be tested. He's going to be tested. And actually, he's going to bring Exorcist over, so they're expecting the players to try and work their way in towards CT. Exorcist is trying to apply that pressure, distract the focus. So much damage, but no kills. No kills, and it's xertioN who comes out the other way. xertioN and torzsi have 2 points of health apiece. But they're still coming out on top. MOUZ, may not matter what health they get out of this, as long as they do, in fact, get out of it. And now they're headed towards B. Exorcist gets the best of that one. They finally needed that kill. They really needed that to work out. With the damage that's been done, Body might have a prime chance to just chew through these remaining players. 14 seconds. As soon as they make the noise, they have to commit. If he just drops the planter, this could get wild. He's found the first. Body plays it safe, tries to deal with the mid presence, wants to play off of his teammate rather than forcing the issue. Doesn't realize how low the 2 players on site were.
There's a combined 4 HP defending the bomb site.
It's nuts. It's nuts. And they know Frozen's here. He's caught that kill, though. He's going to have to make a foot race on. Jax isn't going to test it. Oh. What could have been if they'd focused their efforts in towards the B fight. But they just didn't know, Alan.
No, I guess it's almost a blessing that they're not aware how low this HP is, because that'll make it even more painful. But I think credit to MOUZ. That split smoke, the one that lands in front of Library, just does so much. It's the most powerful smoke on Inferno because it forces Heat to make a difficult decision. That player that rotated, was Afro here, has to make a choice. I'm either helping the bomb site or I'm trying to cover off a CT wrap. And he commits towards the CT wrap, gets isolated, and MOUZ just have their way with the map. They've got so much control.
Frozen's found an opener here. It's going to draw them in towards B, and well, okay, this round's over. Nicely done. Jax will have to try and save this rifle again into the next. Afro with the scout. That's all valuable to have, considering there's likely going to be no reinvestment. But the round is definitely not going to be in doubt, and the question remains, how does the hunt go? Pretty well for JDC. It's an interesting fight to take, considering you're saving. But it does mean that no gun is likely to make its way through.
Yeah, especially now the Xertion's out in mid. This round's been a non-starter for HEET, and an aspect we haven't really discussed so far in this series is Frozen's been phenomenal. Just an absolute monster so far in the Pro League group stage. On Ancient, he was fine. He was decent. It wasn't his fault by any means they lost. Though here he's already playing well, hitting shots. Just feels like a matter of time until the Frozen we've seen in other games here in this group stage really shows up in force.
He can try something cheeky, because of course they are. Kind of their thing. But not great results in this one. One lonely body. Hold your body close.
Joins the other bodies on the ground. And these... The force spike combined with the eco has not netted a great deal of frags. MOUZ streaking ahead economically as the buy comes in for HEET, and oh god, look at this. This is the big deal with getting reset on that second round. There's no AWP, one Molotov. Can't play standard, and HEET realize it 4-A at the start.
They're getting weird. They're getting weird with it. Aggressive out by the bench. And it has not worked out. A massacre. Afro at least brings one back the other way, but this is disaster right off the rip, and these two CTs are now so isolated. Afro's going to try and make the dynamic play, knowing that, again, he definitely can't play standard now. So he's going to get weird with it. Timing. Timing is brutal. Dexter just misses him, but they've gained the sight, so maybe the timing actually works out just fine for MOUZ. They should be aware that he's probably in the apartments at this point. And Afro's ability to do anything in this round is just nil.
Yeah, guns are trained. They've just smoked the end of apartments, so someone's clearly called that Apps is open. Oh, okay. Well, that's a nice kill onto Frozen. Hopefully an AK to be collected for those HEET players.
I think you'd just be happy to take this gun. Be allowed to keep it. He's out of there.
I don't dislike the aggression here from HEET. They didn't have mid takes. You don't have those Molotovs or the HEs, and that's just gonna happen sometimes. It's an absolutely all-in call. It's a dice roll. Never gonna be consistent. Sometimes they're gonna go in and get all the kills, and well, clearly it didn't play out.
No. Another round where you're going to have a limited buy. Afro could, well, he presumably wants to keep money up for an AUT. He's going to say he could drop over an SMG. He's going to give the rifle the body. Hero rifle. They're going in. Okay. All right. Interesting choice here. Would have thought you take the half buy here. You get a really healthy one in the next, but apparently HEET disagree. Going to chase this one. Going to chase Glory here. And torzsi is going to chase his way right out of this banana position. Djoko getting frisky with it. Has been collected. Overstayed is welcome. Shots ringing out both ways. And a bit of madness here on banana. That's just Coach JDC forward. Timely Molotov. Slows things down. Where did it? And we've lost a player arch.
Trying to peek in towards mid. torzsi was posted.
Puts Jax between a rock and a hard place. I just found the light player. There's the kill. JDC wants to trade it. He's not quite on the angle in time, but he will collect Afro moving through the smoke. It's getting messy. Down to a 2v2. The Eagle's still here, but JDC He's interested in the cleanup. And he actually is just buying time right now for Texter to come around.
Oh! Okay, well.
Yeah. A little close.
I don't want to understand it. That was a colossal risk, that investment. I don't know why they did it. MOUZ, you were never going to break their money. That's when you go for those buys, Mike, is when you've killed 4. When you killed 4, you've blunted the economy, saved a gun over, and you're like, we can drop another. Have free rifles in the mix, get aggressive with some nades, but, I mean, clearly there must have been a logic behind it. I just can't see it from where I'm sitting.
MOUZ, wary of this stack, wary of the possibility on the other side. Don't want to exactly trip into the quad peak of Heat. I guess it's just a triple peak. It's not an X-Wing peak. Not an X-Wing setup. It's a tricycle. A thruple that they've got going down in here.
A thruple?
A thruple.
What does thruple mean?
Never heard this? We'll talk about it in a minute, because right now, that's a nice kill for Afro. Okay, now we've got that minute. There's only 35 seconds left in this round. Okay, I'm going to focus in here, because 35 seconds left in this round of smoke just going down top banana. They want to go in towards B. There's a big old gap in that smoke. Might be to set up body, but at this point, the pistol players are going to tuck. They've got the right read. They've got the bodies here. They've got 4 on. MOUZ need to execute. This could get very risky indeed. Oh, Afro finding the kill against them. They're rotating. They're rotating with no time. 15 seconds. If Exorcist kills the planter, this is all over. And there it is. The bomb's dropped. 7, 6, 5, 4. I think he got there just in the nick of time, but it will just be left to JDC to try and protect the C4. They're coming in with a fury, a sound, and a fury, and a round stolen away for Heat.
Needed that. Gun rounds have been flat. Gun rounds have been flat, but they get the entries. That counter smoke on B was perfectly timed. Okay. He well positioned. They punish on the pistols. Afro 3K in the mix. Monstrous game on Ancient. And now he's got the AWP in play. You can tell me what the word means now.
Thruple? So it's like, you know, you're a couple, but there's 3 people involved. Those polyamorous relationship things. People have thruples now.
Yeah, I'm sure those always work.
I don't know. Not my cup of tea, but who am I to judge? If everyone's happy and do what you want. Do whatever makes you happy.
It's Mike's message to the world.
It's like a TriCast in CS. The chemistry is pretty hard to figure out, but if it does work, it could lead to some pretty epic moments.
Who are we bringing in then?
I don't know. I don't know who our third would be. I guess we'll have to experiment, find out, Alan. We crashed into apartments, it looks like. Just XCCs for now. But here's the setup. And Djoko wants to get aggressive down banana. This is his hallmark. This is his thing. Signature play. And Djoko, it's going to work out again. This time, does he live? He's been traded every time he stuck around here before. He's up for now. Kill apartments could be huge, and Exorcist is ready for it. So advantage Heat. Advantage in a big way as well. And they're able to get out of their positions. They're able to fall back. I say fall back. Djoko has no interest in doing that. If that op rings out again, he might be tempted to swing off of it. It's not logs. Torzsi, process of elimination. Where could he be? right in front of your face. Djoko has just dismantled this round. The bomb's down to dirt, and JDC will be cleaned up in the boiler.
Massive. Massive. I mean, it's exactly what we saw on Ancient. HEET are so confident getting aggressive there. I think fearless is the word. They make a call. They want their map control. And they're just going to go for it. It doesn't matter. They lose a round aggressing second mid. Doesn't matter. It's not going to influence their thinking moving forwards. And that round, certainly, they wanted banana. They got it. Djoko, mid peak, I'm fairly sure. But has to think better of it as the flashes come over. Alright, that was a blue nade. That should have got more.
Yeah. You feeling a little tense after that one?
Yeah, I am.
I think it is my biggest frustration as a caster, is watching HEs that look like they should be chunky do nothing. Exorcist behind a smoke. I was going to say it's a little bit of light presence here for HEET, but they're starting to float the third player over. Bodies come in to reinforce. Captain of this squad are ready to make his move. Puts the arch. The timing of that Molotov is good.
Wow.
Exertion forward. The trade's there at least, but what a kill from Exertion. Should have been dead to rights. Afro and Djoko. Oh, there's no way he expects Djoko, and that's the 1-2 punch. That's the setup is perfect. Back-to-back rounds with Djoko impact. Here we go.
You watch so many games of Inferno where the process is simple. You take banana, you leave one, be that an AWP or a rifle, he plays for information, gets flashback, drops some nades, we rotate. HEET of every single round they take banana. They're not taking it for fun. They want to fight you. They're going to stick around. They're going to play bait setups. Catch and switch. You're not getting a banana for free against these guys.
Don't think they're getting in this round. The blanket of the French defense has just been overwhelming here. It's smothering them. Smothering them. It's pushing the pillow on down and just saying, shh, 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 shh. Give us the rounds.
Pressure on for MOUZ. Pressure's on. I haven't found anything in the last few gun rounds.
I mean, it's reminiscent of Ancient too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Where the T side just gets super flat. They start to lose rounds. They get really stale. They kind of just settle into their defaults and think, this should work, this should work, this should work, and it keeps not working. And it doesn't really matter if something should work. It matters if it does.
Yeah, I think eyes on banana. HEET have had the measure every round of late. So MOUZ need to adjust the utility. Oh, hang on a minute. Exorcist. Oh my lord. This is aggressive. T-Apps already. MOUZ have no clue.
Oh my goodness. I love it. I love it from HEET. They're up. They've got the advantage. Things are working out for them. They stay dynamic and they change up the look every time. This time they get aggressive outside of apps. They find those 2 kills. Now you can fall back into the default. You've just slaughtered MOUZ. They're left reeling, and you know, based on how their clock has been ticking, that this means MOUZ is going to spend a long time clearing out these angles, making sure no one's pushed through, making sure there's no one in the back lines, getting nervous about it, thinking about how they want to approach the site. All the while,
MOUZ,
clock's ticking down. Yeah,
MOUZ have always been the reactive team. I guarantee you, Mike, before this round, they're talking about banana. Have a long discussion. We're going to use these nades, this protocol, and HEET switch it up. Nothing really on banana, but we'll have apps and we'll kill all of you.
Love it. I love it. Molotov going to be in here. It's not great positioning for HEET in this actual fight. Djoko wants to come looking. They are stalling out. 30 seconds. Djoko could just have big impact here again. He's on the flower plot. Spam going to come through from body, but they check. They check. And this is now looking good for MOUZ. This is a more traditional look towards banana, towards B. They've got the site. They've got a 3-on-4. Settle back into their spots. There's no Molotovs here for HEET. That could be a bit punishing. Couple HEs, though. They need to get this rotated over because they're both towards A, and this has been a very slow rotate for Heat. They've been struggling to figure things out. Meanwhile, they want the fight. They want contact, and torzsi goes right in there with an AK. He's dismantling it. That's a great bit of aggression out from MOUZ. Taking the initiative here, forcing it down to a 2v2. Time expiring, time ticking away. The chances in this round just slipping from their fingers. xertioN might stick around to make sure these players go up with the bomb, but he can do no such thing.
Big response. Big response. Wow. Whoever cleared the boost there was the round winner. Whole idea of that setup from Heat is you get the molly onto pool, it funnels players up onto the bomb site, and then that guy throws the molly, spamming the CT smoke. They're not looking at the boost, but yeah, MOUZ ready. Cleared it out, one in the after plant. Much improved.
xertioN. Oh boy, how does he make that work? Looked like the spray was fluffed, to be quite frank, but he gets away with it. Afro's lost elsewhere, as I tried to throw in a different look. Over towards Banana, and the AWPer gets checked. But Djoko's got that AWP, and he's going to sit back. Curious to see how he plays with the AWP, considering he normally cannot stay in one place. Now he's kind of got to settle in.
He is blocked. Heat have cleared mid, and they're going to stick around in these aggressive positions. Oh, this setup could be everything. Long smoke comes in. Jax is tucked. xertioN is nearby. We need some help as well from body. Flash, though, is perfect. Exercise, though.
That's a bomb.
Falls in, and yeah, bomb's in the open. This is rough now.
It'll be given back. 35 seconds, though. Without information towards B, they're going to be very tempted to focus in, and look at the dynamic move from xertioN. He's gotten into the apps. He's going boiler. Frozen's going to think he's cleared it. Now the flank is on. xertioN should have this one for free. And it absolutely is there. It nearly doesn't finish his food. Thought he had an AK, I guess. But torzsi is the only remaining threat, and I think he just got spotted. Oh, what a shot! 12 seconds to spare, but chance to plant the bomb just around the corner. He's got the fight isolated as well. xertioN's already coming back in. But he has once again changed up the look. He's gone all the way around, and he'll wait for his teammate to come in to play with. Djoko has the AWP. Don't know that he loves that for this fight. But they are coming forward. Djoko trying to clear the space, trying to set up xertioN into the angle, but torzsi's giving them a slip in towards the lane. There's the spot. It's the pistol for Djoko. And he's got the dink. He's brought torzsi down low, and that'll be the execution. Time enough for the defuse. Time galore. And Heat keep going.
Can't deny him. Can't deny him. xertioN, 4K for him. Proactive play, re-clearing mid. Gets in behind. Oh, I thought he was dead there, Mike. Gets the dink. Thinks about pivoting onto the other player that he felt was nearby. And yeah, he gets away with it. Gets away with it. We've all been there.
Timeout coming through from Heat here. What do they want to change up? What does Heat want to do with this timeout? Timeout expert Alan Hender. What do you make this timeout?
I wonder if they know that MOUZ's money's on the brink. That's possible. Yeah, I mean, it's probably something where the coach has seen something a few rounds in a row and just needs to chip in and say, guys, we're leaving a gap here every round. Just tighten that up. I don't think there's any need here to make a massive switch.
3 towards B is the initial read. So this is a bit of a different lean. Afro wants to go for the ult mid peek. Oh, that almost worked. That almost worked. Oh, he's not going to know because he was blind. But that one might put MOUZ on notice. What is this? They're leaving A so vacant. It's vulnerable. If this were a faster play from MOUZ, be a chance for disaster here. And it is kind of rough. Jax in pit is going to have his hands full. xertioN's coming into an angle where he can support. The flashbang's there. But Jax has to answer the call. The drop in. He's on fire. He's only got one. Does drop the bomb. Signals the rotate. They're all coming through mid. xertioN in a really tough spot. Surviving is going to be a nightmare. The flashbang is so good, and he's done damage. And now it's a 2-on-2. Bomb's still not down. It still has to cross. The timing could be here from Afro. I'm that smoke sections out xertioN a little bit. Do they clear into the pit? They clear into the pit. If they drop the bomb now, it's going to be a nightmare for Frozen to try and get back around. But Frozen proactively cleaning things out, checking his angles, and xertioN's got the spot as well.
Okay, first big mistake from HEET on CD side in general in this series. I don't know what's going on there. Djoko's coming off A at a weird timing. xertioN's left alone on A. xertioN dishes out near on 300 damage, and it's still not enough. It's still not enough, and I'm not sure, Mike. It's just trying to do too much there. HEET trying to be too smart, and they leave A massively exposed.
Look at this. What a way to answer. Aggression in towards mid, but it looks like MOUZ are expecting this. Look how far back they are, and uh-oh. Yeah, Jax was supposed to cover off that ult mid peek from Afro. Nice reaction coming through from MOUZ. They're punishing everything he's trying to do to get aggressive. Everything they're trying to do to get weird. This is where the MOUZ reaction style starts to really come to fruition. So Cease finds one, but these players are completely isolated, and MOUZ knows it. Pressure on to Djoko, and this round's done. So, I think the big mistake for HEET in this round is they ran that ult mid peek 2 rounds in a row. Got caught.
Yeah, it's also when you're xertioN, when you're one of those, it's normally one of the app's defaults, which will say, I'm going to go into underpass instead. He's seen so much mid aggression in this half.
What is this play?
What?
Okay.
Was that really the easiest way to save?
No, but it will limit the T economy, I think, going forward for this last round. It's insane considering your own eco. But it worked. I mean, that's kind of wild. That's balls out for xertioN. Okay, all right. I mean, hey, it works.
Still confuses us a bit.
Feel you grinding your teeth from here, Alan.
Why not just save in T apps, you know? Wouldn't have been able to buy an AWP here.
Corner clearing Schmolotov, but they're both actually aggressively into the angle, so that doesn't actually really get you much. Oh, torzsi.
Oh, no.
torzsi just with the gut shot, the body shot on the body. Just rude. That's just rude. And body wants out. Afro, not so much. There we go. Great one sticking around, so that's worth the body shot on the body. But pressure's going to come, the immediate response from MOUZ. They're going to take this space, they're going to take this ground, and the double pit setup's going to work out beautifully. Jax, finds a third. It's disaster now. torzsi running this down with a pistol, but that just takes way too much time. 8 rounds at the least as we hit the half. We're back here. Another half between MOUZ and HEET, and well, MOUZ have a lead. They're on the CT side, but we've seen enough dynamic play out of HEET to think this one might be in doubt, Alan. The chance of the 2-0 still exists for the French squad, and that's a nice tap to start things off on a Frozen.
Maybe. He gets a lot of info, though.
Just going to keep going. He's into all mid. They're holding for him. They're holding for him. Has he been checked? Now he is. Ah, time to get out of there. Frozen, I think, lucky to stay alive in this one.
I'm curious. Heat's got a lot of nades. Gotta make good on them, though.
He's been tapped down. Here's going to come the utility. They're going to go straight in. Smoke slows him down. Smoke out back the other way. Dexter wants to get aggressive with it, and he's dead. I was going to say he had an HE that could be really effective, but no. 3 players on armor. That nade would have been chonky. Instead, it's a great spot for Djoko, and he's looking for it all. Djoko has been a monster this game of Inferno. And once again, he delivers 3 critical kills for the team. 2 remaining, Frozen and JDC, and, well, they're wary of the flank. There is, in fact, a flank developing. It's xertioN. Even with this time that he's whittling down, even with a bullet between his eyes, that just helps the save. MOUZ are backing off. They're giving this one away.
Yeah, lack of a kit. Gonna seal the deal. So to give this one up, that's 4 out of 4, Mike. HEET. Pissed around Kings. That first kill onto Dexter. Around the smoke. I think Djoko was just shooting. I don't think he saw him. Maybe he's just jutting through the smoke, I'm not sure.
He was just pulling the trigger. Just maybe playing the line to see if there's a player watching the cross, right? As you would. A more standard angle. Just happened to find Dexter's face instead. But hey, you know what? Sometimes you gotta create your own luck. Djoko certainly trying with the shots, he does so. He's doing a lot
MP5
of that
out. MP5 is out.
That's unusual.
Love it.
Afro likes a bit of the silencer. We won't get to hear it. It is a good sounding gun. But that was actually a collat, I think.
Oh, God.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, all right, all right. Collat comes back to be a big deal.
Not like this. They can't get reset again.
Oh, Alan. But they can. MOUZ is going to think this is clear, and they're kind of right. How do you even read this if you're MOUZ at this point? HEET starting to shift their focus in towards Banana, trying to find the space. Scout just found contact, so maybe a split in towards B, and as torzsi moves off the angle, he's going to have an engagement. That's going to be very important with xertioN. But now they've come back this way. 50 seconds, there's still plenty of time to work with. The French, where they stop? Nobody knows. Every smoke's towards the arch side. That's a nice tag on. JDC collecting. And once again, HEET have said, you know what? We don't want A, actually. We're going to work jacks around the arch. Through all of these lovely smokes we got. So MOUZ can never rotate, but in a 2-on-2 on site, they've actually got great positioning just to deal with it. Jax needs to clear out this mini pit player. torzsi's presumably watching the balcony, and there it goes. Setup comes to fruition. Great round for MOUZ.
That's a catastrophe. Utter catastrophe. When they got reset in the first half, MOUZ did a lot of things right. They made it difficult. It's always difficult anyway. T-side buying up. Second round with a plant. The buy's pretty good, but here... HEET, I'm not sure exactly how that fell apart. torzsi peaks mid at a timing where there's 2 guys in the open. He does 188 damage, 1 shot. And then the Deagles clean it up. Wow, HEET are making this so hard for themselves.
Don't have a lot of hope for this round. Don't think Heat do either. Maybe flashbang overwhelm. Okay. Djoko with the TK. To counter back what he did, I guess it prevents the kill reward from going the other way, but now here's the flank, the MP9 at range, still enough to chew through unarmored opponents. This one is looking like a mop-up. Djoko, does he sneak the bomb plant out of this? You madman, Djoko! He got the bomb money! All right, fair play.
No
well
way.
Done.
Wow, that might... Let's see where this money evens out. That bomb plant makes a big difference.
Yeah, Jax will be limited, but otherwise
Oh, yeah, I think it's on. I think it's on.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is a team that's not afraid to play with SMGs, that's not afraid to play with some limited guns as well. And here, I think you just need to take a Galil.
No, the half buy.
Well, I'm a little disappointed, to be honest.
That bomb plant deserved a buy.
Yeah, right? Well, we'll see if they can do a little better this time. Fast play in towards B, it seems. Util going to come back the other way. Schmoltov.
Smoke.
I guess they're just going to burn. Yeah, smoke's a little late. Okay. Pressure on. Nades are good. And the Modown is here. Good hold from MOUZ. Already confirmed. And they're just going to do one better. Make sure that nobody drops whatsoever. Afro, at least put a blemish on the perfect round for MOUZ. This one went exactly as they drew it up, and at this point, Afro is stuck at logs, and there's just no getting out. One volley will come in, and they don't even need to spend the Molotov.
Clean stuff. Clean stuff. Guns out. For Heat. Afro deciding. He wants that AWP, indeed he does. Stacks the head armor in favor of some more utility. As he'd have work to do. He'd have work to do. That CT side was so aggressive, proactive, different looks. Can certainly do the same on T. Just a question of where Heat feel their playbook is at.
Heavy util exchange banana early. As we come to expect. xertioN wants to poke in. He's got the first. Oh, but the jump for info. That'll be punished. Frozen tips the scales. Tips the scales massively. And I don't know about these info hops. Body's close to it. It's like, come on, give me one more. One more. One more.
Ooh, torzsi was dancing with the devil. And he gets 2 out. Okay. I was a doubter, but he proved me wrong. In stark manner, body left alone, 1 versus 4. Oh, I guess he's got a bit of time. Bomb at the bottom of banana. Look how passive MOUZ are playing. Such discipline. They don't want to allow body any fights.
Cyclone right now is saying, if you peek ahead, you get sent back to the academy team. And that includes you, Dexter. But they'll be patient. And the discipline pays off. I mean, the CT side so far, flawless. Except for that one round. And we've had a DC, so we got a little bit of time here, Alan.
That was pistol as well.
That was
that round, so... Yeah,
and just
I can't really...
Djoko killing everybody too, so... So Heat coming up against the brick wall, kind of getting stymied here. It's starting to look pretty bad in the balance of things. This one's not going to have too much in terms of investment, which means we're likely going to have MOUZ up to 13. But to be fair, MOUZ found a 15-7 in the last map, Alan. They couldn't put it away. You at all worried the same could happen here?
It doesn't inspire the greatest confidence. That's safe to say. No, I think MOUZ looks quite good in the last streak of rounds. They're more proactive. Starting to show signs. I mean, Frozen's playing lights out here on Inferno, so I'm not going to count it out. But I just don't see MOUZ making mistakes like those again.
torzsi. I think just spotted a player. So that's going to be information over to his B players. And the util's been dumped. That was what little they had to operate with in the round, and it didn't get them anything. So, it's going to be up to the Deegs. Ripper of headshots. Jack's joining the space program. Getting big air. Did you ever play any of those, like, extreme sport games when you were a kid? Like, did you ever play SSX Tricky? Snowboarding
No,
game?
there were the Tony Hawk games, like stuff like that.
Classic, yeah.
But
Big fan of Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
yeah, and there was, of course, you know, skiing on the Wii Fit. Yeah, that's extreme, bro.
Yeah, that's a little bit different. A little bit different here. Don't think
You
anything's
ever played
gonna happen.
lawn tennis on the Wii? That is intense.
Like just Wii tennis?
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
that gets brutal.
The problem is when you figure out that if you want to just get full power, instead of swinging with your full arm, you should just flick with the wrist. That was the real
Kenny S
secret.
would approve.
Mm-hmm. All about the flick of the wrist. That's how you get the real swipers. I was a big fan of the bowling and the boxing. The boxing, I was a champ at.
Oh, the boxing, yeah. Well, I remember the downhill skiing on Wii Fit, and you know I was pretty good at it, Mike. But then
Yeah?
a friend told me that the way to play it is to sit on the Wii Fit board, and it's a game changer.
Just lean
You
either
can't
way.
lose. Yeah, it's just too easy.
So there you go, folks. The trick to winning at these games that were supposed to somehow inspire fitness is to cheat.
That's a motto for life.
Hopefully not.
You spend
for
all this
CS.
time trying to do things the hard way, trying to grit through it, but just take the shortcuts. How do you think we got here?
Alan Hender model. Just take the shortcuts. That's a lesson for the kids out there. When in doubt, take the easy way out. The Allen way.
Tried and tested. As HEET changing the game, actually, more aggression, early long smoke, and oh, this flashbang! Wow, body just peaks at the right time. Molotov to slow down because JDC's alone. He's alone. He had to buy that time.
The change up from
Man
MOUZ,
advantage.
though, is they have taken the aggressive posturing on Banana. They'll give it up. Never mind.
Yeah,
But they
this
haven't at least
midway
cleared this
smoke,
out.
though, it makes it tricky.
Halls pop. Halls pop. Halls pop. Halls pop. The classic. They're in towards the pit. They've got this control. Pressure on, but Frozen is good for it. He's ice cold. Now it's going to need to be JDC to make some noise on the site itself, but he spots out Jackson. Well, that was the forward presence. Bomb stuck in pit. It's going to be very tough to cross everybody here for the MOUZ side. They need to just find some kills. That will make things a little bit easier, and it all falls to xertioN. Suddenly, this has gone out of whack. xertioN, Exorcise, the X Factors in this round. But it's the young gun, the new addition on the MOUZ who takes it through.
xertioN's been excellent. He's been absolutely excellent. Him and Frozen pairing up on B. Well, he feel like A's the only avenue, and even then, they have, you know, massive numbers advantages. And the individuals for MOUZ step up. JDC smokes front sight and just buys heaps of time. He doesn't get many frags, but he buys so much time. And those rotators, xertioN himself, can just about make their way in.
What is that nade from Dexter? Setting up to throw it is so risky. He made the jump. They were close up. That was an interesting choice. He must have thought they were stuck down a T-ramp. But as it is, it kills up a kill and might just allow HEET into this round early. torzsi misses his first shot, goes for the repeat, but he's punished. MOUZ, their discipline is falling apart here. It's starting to crack. Their composure erased. And at this point, in a 2v4 with sight lost, yeah, you've got some money run up, but do you even attempt this, Alan?
No.
xertioN's about to die. That's got to be it.
You can play for exits, but you're not retaking this. Frozen, he's just looking around. Unaware of where a player is going to come from. Dexter, unawares, caught in heat. Spring behind it. Instant call. Wrap that A-bomb site. torzsi can't connect. And, well, that's all she wrote for MOUZ in that round.
Flash is over. Util being dumped over here. On towards Banane. Well, a little bit of nade exchange. Nobody's coming up terribly healthy. Djoko. It's raining nades. And I don't think he's saying hallelujah. They want this B space. They want it, but so much util's coming back the other way from MOUZ to set up these peaks back in. But Afro was ready with a punish, and now Frozen is stuck here. Thought Djoko might just go through that. Frozen up close. He wants to find that upper. He wants to find that uppercut shot. And on the smoke fade, Djoko's gonna have a really prime opportunity here. Or that'll happen. Alright. No smoke fade required. Look at the positioning from xertioN as well. Unless he gets caught, which he could be by torzsi. Yeah, he's caught by torzsi. Woo! Panic from torzsi. Quickly realizes what's happened.
They should definitely know it's 1A right now. Time to go.
They're going. The pressure on. JDC has to answer the call. But they'll actually leave Djoko here. That's an interesting read. Dexter comes back in, clear it out, and Djoko will get his. Do they go back? Do they go back? The bomb's out. The bomb's out. They're recommitting.
torzsi they haven't decided.
20 seconds. JDC. The ace in the hole here, but body checks. It's madness in this round. torzsi has given himself a chance at the clutch, though. He's already found 3 kills. This would be the ace, Alan. But he's not even going to attempt it. He's got no information. He's got no positioning. He's not even got the kit. One may be down and recoverable, but it's not worth the risk here. He will back away. HEET find double digits.
Getting some deja vu. We're getting some deja vu. MOUZ, surely. Not again. Come on. You can't let another map slip away. That would be unthinkable.
Oh, but they can. Oh, but they can. Composure crumbling, man. We saw that round. It feels like that round where Dexter gets caught in the mid smoke. It feels like that's where the composure cracks, right? Every teammate goes wild, and they need to settle back down. Timeout will be used. This is their first time out of the map.
They've been sparing. I think they had, I want to say 2 used on Ancient. Certainly they were deep. It was a long way into Ancient before timeouts have been cracked. So, yeah, I don't know. Maybe Cyclone could use them a little more, but he's been such an excellent coach elsewise that I don't think we'd be right to criticize him too much.
Such a risky round. JDC just onto a 5-7. An MP9 out. Big bet on this one for MOUZ. Body burning. Here comes the aggression. xertioN lost. It was just the SMG. But it does mean that we're going to have to split up the defense. They're playing 2-2. Frozen is desperately trying to get something back. He's done so. Dragging back the kill against Djoko, but Body is loath to give this angle up. He's so low.
This A setup is a bold call. Double long. Nobody sight. Nobody pit. One long smoke. and anything up shorter apartments, and these guys are in a lot of trouble.
"35 seconds. It does seem like this is the way they're going to finish. But MOUZ having
Timing
dumped that
adjustment.
mid-smoke. They do adjust in time. Up on the scene, it'll need to be torzsi to deliver. He's got his dynamic duo and JDC with him. But 20 seconds, here comes the hit. And the teammates haven't flinched just yet. They're expecting this to maybe be a fake, maybe be a read. They're standing pat. It could be well executed. Here comes the play. There's the clear. JDC out of the pit. And flames at the feet of torzsi. He has to move. He's down. He's done. He's dusted. There's not a lot of time to spare, but the round is theirs. A save called for MOUZ as they'll try and keep these two rifles up, but the composure is cracked. The facade is crumbling, and HEET are closing the gap to an ever slimmer lead.
I can't believe the cojones on HEET. To call an XQ like that, I'll explain it. You throw two smokes. They go in front of pit, and what it means is when you pop out of apps, you can clear pit without a crossfire from sight. And then you throw in the app's cart smoke as well. Problem is, Mike, they're 20 seconds, and you've smoked yourselves out of the bomb site, essentially. So, if they don't find fast kills, that gets unbelievably awkward as they're committing through smokes. So, it works, but yeah, that takes some guts to call around like that.
I think guts is a succinct summary of what HEET are showing. They are spicy, to say the least. They've got something going on in their gut biome, and I'm not sure I could handle it.
They're always cooking something up. They're always brewing something for us.
Always doing. Well, if they avoid the rifles in this one, Frozen wants to get something done with that A1S right off the rip, and goodbye gun. Okay. That was the call. Either Frozen's going to kill everybody and we're going to have banana, or GG go next. Feeling like it might be GG go next on this round.
Where's
Early
Dexter?
days, though.
Dexter's on the rotate. He'd love to get into play. As he try to probe, Smoke will dull that for now. And perhaps they start thinking about looking elsewhere.
So, in an update on the other games, since we have a moment, we'll see if this round gets interesting. Complexity have taken the 2-0.
They
So, if Heroic, only if Heroic beat Astralis, they are now dependent on Heroic beating Astralis. Heroic are up 12-9 in map 2, but they're down a map. And it is Astralis' pick. So this one down to the wire. Nice kill from xertioN. Well, they have found that rifle. But it seems like they're just going to pressure on in and try and take it away from Dexter. And they've done exactly that. Nicely done from HEET. Round was always theirs. xertioN would love to get his hands on a gun, but I think there's not going to be one available for him.
Wouldn't be the first ninja we saw this week. Has a kit.
No way. He's not even close enough.
What was the last team? Was it Falcons?
I don't remember.
I think it was Falcons.
No, not going to happen this time. A little bit more discipline. 2 rounds. All that separate these teams. This is the investment, but this is where MOUZ need to stop it. How many rounds in a row has this been? It was a 14-8, I believe. 14-9, 14-8, 14-8. So it has been 4 rounds in a row to make this one as close as it has. And MOUZ, once again, right at the finish line, have gone flat. We're going to send 3 players towards B initially. They're going to get aggressive on this. Maybe a little utility. No, it's actually just torzsi jumping his nades. And now he's in rotation. He doesn't have an op either. That's one more tool out of their toolkit, Alan.
Look at the pace from HEET. Fast up mid. They're just contacting in. And as mentioned, no AWP on torzsi. That's a huge weapon for denying this sort of play. Still on the rifle, he does work. Dexter's there to help. The 1-2 punch locks down the arch side. Huge advantage now for MOUZ.
Djoko wants to bring it back. He's got the space. He's got the space he's chasing. But torzsi's giving up ground, knows his life is so valuable. Dexter with the catch. That might just be the nail in the coffin here. He'll even take back the space, take back the room with the real estate. MOUZ needed a round. They needed to get healthy here. And, well, the round is looking good, but it's not done just yet. 55 seconds still on the clock. xertioN now on the angle. He's gone. This is right back into doubt. And they're going to bring the fight to B, which means Frozen has to be the backstop. He has to be the sentinel of this. But no, Alexis Heese isn't looking for it. Not anticipating. What can Afro find? Even economic damage, even economic limitation would be huge here. Any further kills he can bring through, and timing will be everything, but Frozen's looking the right way. And he's got the right shot.
Enormous. Frozen. If Frozen dies, that's Heat's round. That's Heat's round. Frozen, lifesaver. Lifesaver. 4th timeout burnt. As HEET try to slow the pace of this game. They fought so hard, Mike. To get reset twice after pistol rounds and even be this close is impressive. They've had to win. You know, they've started every half in economic disaster. And they're still in this.
Another overtime required. And then they won't have to think about a pistol round ever again, perhaps.
Pistols aren't the problem.
Yeah, true.
It's that second round.
Yeah. Fair point. So HEET, here comes the pressure. They're going to slow down at all, knowing that the game's on the line? No. But neither will MOUZ. xertioN straight through. Body swap spots with him. xertioN gets the mop-up kill. Advantage MOUZ. I just had to sacrifice Frozen to get it. So Heese is trying to make a play out the Valk. Going to bring the pressure this way. 2 players in pit. It's a good setup. xertioN floating in. Oh, what a shot! What a shot! Does he expect the presence in mini? No. Didn't expect a second body here, but now his teammates will. There's a Molotov as well for this angle. Problem is it's on Afro, and never mind. Afro's gone. Molly with it. Just Jax. He's about to be a dead man. Nicely done for MOUZ. They're taking us through to a map 3. We are going the distance in this series. MOUZ are not prepared to let go of that 1 seed. Not here, not now, not yet, Alan.
That was a slugfest. That was an utter slugfest on those last few rounds. They made an excellent go of that. I've got to give them a lot of credit. The second rounds aside, we'll talk about that later, but they still played a lot of great Counter-Strike on that map.